What's going on, storytellers? It's Joshua Parker, and today we're going to be looking back at the March 2022 Blu-ray book and Funko haul. All these things combined into one haul. I'm really excited to show you what I got off this month, and make sure to comment down below what you picked up this past month. Be sure to stay to the end of the video because I'll be giving away a couple digital codes of some of the movies I picked up this past month. So let's get started. First off, we got the Funko Pop Dune, the Baron Harkonnen. I highly enjoyed the Dune movie. This was one I actually picked up a couple months ago. Forgot to include it in last month's haul. I already had it displayed and forgot about it. Don't pick up Funko Pops too much, but every once in a while there's a good one. And since I found this in stores, figured I really would just add this to the collection. Get some more Dune memorabilia, of course, with one of the Funko Pops as well. Do kind of enjoy this one. Not sure if I want to open some of the collection or not. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but either way, I'm highly enjoying what I got from that. Finally picking up a Dune Funko Pop. Next up, we have a book, Stephen King's Firestarter. Now, this is one that I'm really intrigued for just because there's a movie coming out in May and gonna try and read it by then. Use the movies to motivate some more reading. And just in general, like, this is about this young girl that has these powers to control fire, and so I'm really intrigued what can come out of that sort of premise. Is really intriguing. I know it's going to be more horror because Stephen King, I've only read a couple of his books, Misery, halfway through it, and his memoir on writing, so I've really enjoyed his craft so far. Let me know now in comments below if you read this and what you think about it, or any of these other pickups that I haven't read or watched before. I really intrigued to see what goes on in this book, and hopefully I can finish it in April. And coming up next, we have Beautiful Boy by David Sheff. I have not read this before, but I did. What motivated this purchase was the Amazon Prime movie by the same title. This is a memoir by the father about this. He's trying to love his son through his son's recent drug addiction that's going off. And there's another book that's called Tweak by the son as well, about his recovery from drug addiction and how he went through that. And so I'm really intrigued to read this one a bit more than the other, but I probably will get around to that once I finish this one as well. Just something really intriguing, and has a really nice hardcover. So if you read this, let me know that in comments below if you enjoyed it or not. And going on to some DVDs and Blu-rays, we have Planet Dune. Now this one I got at Walmart. I don't know how much of a knockoff it is, but obviously it doesn't seem to have the same branding and everything, and the talk around, because this was straight to DVD title that was placed at Walmart, but those aren't always that bad. So I haven't watched too many, but from what I've heard, these are just smaller projects from smaller studios, so we'll just have to see how this one plays out. But of course, it has the Sandworm. Seems like a bit of a horror title, but it doesn't have much of the synopsis on the back written anywhere, so just gonna have to see how it goes. Might have to post some sort of review on this just because of how much of a Dune fan I am. And we're going off next to a Blu-ray, Jurassic Park 3. Now, I own the first two movies on Jurassic Park just because in the Steven Spielberg Blu-ray collection. So I had to pick up the third one. I do as well have the Jurassic World movies just so I can watch them all before the latest one, Jurassic World Dominion. So this one I was pretty fond of. It's definitely not the greatest of the bunch. It's probably my least favorite, but it has some alright moments that is sort of redeemable to all the other bad stuff. But of course I wanted to complete the collection, so this one was fairly cheap, for about $4 or something, that I can finally add it to the collection, say I have them all. Next up, we have Iron Man 3. And this one does have a digital, so wait till the end to figure out how to enter in. But Iron Man 3 was a highly enjoyable one, a highly underrated, I would say. It does have things with the Mandarin twist that aren't terribly great for this movie. But now they sort of resolved that with the Shang-Chi movie, so I can still enjoy it for what it is. And of course, I had to get it with the slipcover because I'm collecting all my MCU movies with the slipcover. So there's another one to add to that, getting closer. I believe I have 14 or 15 of the titles now. Now they're getting up crazy numbers, 26, I believe, with the upcoming one. So just highly enjoyed. I finally got this one, and this is a really nice glossy, and it's a little bit embossed where it's a little bit raised on it, a little bit of texture on Iron Man himself, but highly enjoyed finally getting this one, another one to the collection that I haven't added to that collection in a while. Speaking of completing collections, we have War of the Planet of the Apes. This one's one I have not watched. I collected each of the Dawn and the other one. I'm forgetting the title offhand, but I got the two newer Planet of the Apes singular, one at a time. And so now I finally completing the collection. Finally, for Matt Reeves' filmography especially, I'm really intrigued with the most recent edition of the Batman that he released. So I'm really intrigued to see how well he's done with this one. Just excited to see how this trilogy ends, because overall they're really great movies. I definitely recommend you seeing this trilogy in general. I haven't seen this one yet. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of it. What's the best of the trilogy overall? And we're just gonna end this haul with this other look at this, what I got a couple months ago, and I thought it was a perfect opportunity with this digital code giveaway to give away this Force Awakens Blu-ray, or the digital codes from this. And what we got is Iron Man 3 digital code, as well as the Force Awakens. I figured I'd show off these posters. Really nice. They're actually really nice cardstock type of material. So I just highly enjoyed that my friend was able to get me these posters. That don't normally collect a lot of posters, but these are fairly small that might fit in my back someday, depending on how my poster or my setup changes. So that was pretty much all my haul. Make sure to enter. Just comment that you want to win either the Force Awakens digital or the Iron Man 3 digital. You can only enter for one, and within a week or so I'll be drawing those names by randomizing. So make sure to comment down below. Let me know if you want to enter, and also make sure to subscribe so you can keep up on whether you won or not. And so that was just my Blu-ray haul and book haul and Funko haul. Let me know down in the comments below what you have picked up in the past month. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.